Hello and welcome to my mini tutorial on Movie Maker. What I'm going to show you today is how to insert slides for an introduction, import some photos, and then do a concluding slide. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my album. Now I don't have any pictures in there. So what I want to do first is make an introductory slide. I'm not going to use any pictures from my album because I don't have any in there yet, but I will go look over here onto the sidebar here and it says all, opener, end, credit, subtitle, title, and caption. The first thing I'm going to do is go to opener and see what I can put on. Now, you have here, love open, and I'm going to apply to timeline. I will make a little movie on my wedding. So if I click on here, that's what the slide's going to be. Now, it looks like it says Michael and Jessica, nor myself or my husband's name is Michael or Jessica. So I'm going to press apply and edit, and I'm going to change the wording on it. So Forever in Love Can Stay. I'm going to change this to 2017 0902. I'm going to change this to Joey, as that is my husband's name, and I'm going to change Jessica Stephanie, as I don't know who Jessica is, and I'm going to press OK. So now it will change once I put apply to timeline. Now it seems like there are a few here that are duplicates. So I'm going to highlight here in the yellow and then press delete. We don't want Michael and Jessica anymore. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some pictures. So if I go here, image, video, sample color, sample video, I want to import files. Now these imported files are going to come from my computer. Now I have various pictures here. As you can see, there's pictures from my last year's class and some of my wedding pictures. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to downloads and I'm going to put in wedding album. Might as well just put the whole thing in just so I could select pictures after. So I'm going to click on the first image, press control, oops, not control, shift, and I'm going to highlight all of the pictures that I would potentially want to put into my movie. Now I could just select them one by one, but I find this is much easier. I'll just import the whole shebang. So let's press open and that will insert these pictures into my movie maker. As you can see, the imported file is loading up and it's going through the various percentages. Once it gets to 100%, it will all be there. Just wait just a moment. It is going quite fast, as you can see. So now that all of those are imported, I can go through and I can select which ones I want to keep or not. So if you select here, when it's highlighted in yellow, that means you're on that picture. And I could go through the various pictures and delete. Now I will delete this one. So then I literally just press the delete button. What you can do also, if you don't want to delete the button, is you can right click it. You could remove. If you scroll down, instead of right clicking and remove, you can click on it and press the little X right there, and that will delete it as well. Or maybe not. Just click it like that. So then you could go through various pictures. Okay. So I could see, and if you notice, you could click down here, you'll see various pictures pop up. Okay, so then I will go back to my first slide just to see how it's going to look. So if I press play here, you can always preview what your movie is going to look like. So it's playing, and then it's going to go straight into the pictures. Now, I'm going to just pause it for a moment. Now, these pictures look great. I might not keep them all, but what I was going to show you guys next is how you transition the pictures. Now, instead of the pictures just choppy going from one to another, you could fade into grayscale, and it shows you there. You can choose different options. So for each picture, you're able to choose a different different transition. So I'm just going to pick fade to grayscale because I just think it's nicer just to be basic. And I'm going to apply to all, would apply to all of the pictures, or I could do random to all, which means each time that a picture goes through, it's going to have a different transition. So I'm just going to put random to all, switch it up, make it a little bit interesting. Okay, and as you can see here, the different transitions are showing. Now those different transitions, that means that each picture is going to have a different transition until it goes to the next. So let's just preview. I always like to preview just to see. So you have your rings, then going into Joey tying his shoes, and then a little swivel going to Joey looking at the camera. So let me just press pause again. So if I want, I could go to the end because what I want to do is I want to put a closer for or concluding slide, as this is just a quick little little tutorial. So I'm going to go to video image and I'm going to, oh, not video image, I'm sorry, I'm going to go text credit and I'm going to go to end. Now these ends, there's different ones, but since mine is a wedding one, I will choose that. Apply to timeline. And as you can see here that it's added, I'm going to once again edit that, change my date so that it is consistent. What was my wedding day? Oh yeah, 0902, and take out Michael, Jess, and Jessica and put Joey and Stephanie. And press OK. So just so you could see what the transition is going to be from the last picture, or I should say the last slide, to my ending, let's press play. And Michael and Jessica is still there. So what I need to always do, this is why it's really good to preview it, is you need to delete the slide that is irrelevant. So let's try that again. Press play. And then we have Joy and Stephanie. So that concludes my little tutorial on Movie Maker. There's a lot of different things you could do. As you can see here, you could add music, which I will do. Effects and credits, you could add more, more transitions, overlays, elements, filters, and finally, when you're done, you could export. But for now, that was just the basics of Movie Maker. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.